We are at our first Build-a-Pond of the season. Patrick is actually Ethan's father, and Ethan works in our wholesale department. At this year's Christmas party, he won a free pond and donated it to his dad. How cool is that? And now we're here in the beginning of April to install an 8x11 pond in our first Build-a-Pond class of 2023. Patrick is really into water features. He's actually built this fountain setup by himself. It's on an aqua basin, really simple to do, and gives a great trickling sound in the front yard. We're gonna head into the backyard where Patrick has built his pond.
Like most families during the pandemic, we were looking for things to do outside, and we made a trip to Lowe's because that was one of the essential things that were open. Always was interested in doing a pond, but it seemed like a good idea for biding some time. Picked up some rinky-dink little kit, put it together, and then when we needed some plants and fish, we went up to Garden State Koi, saw the real way to do it after we had already dug the hole and put the liner in, and we've always been looking to replace this pond ever since. But that's when Ethan actually applied for the job, and the rest is history.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Because of our Christmas party and Ethan winning, you're getting yourself a new pond. Are you excited for tomorrow?
I am very excited. I'm excited for today, tomorrow, and then the days after, because I know it's going to be an expert build.
Awesome. We can't wait either. So here we have Patrick's pond. A cool little pond built by himself. Actually, Patrick, did the kids help you on this?
We had some help with digging the hole and placing some of the rocks, but my wife actually put all the plants around it. In the spring and in the summer, it really starts to bloom and it looks really nice. So We're hoping to transplant some of those plants out there. But yeah, the whole family was involved in this.
Awesome, that's awesome. We're gonna be disassembling it. Felipe just came in the backyard with the clean out pump. We're gonna take the water from this pond. We'll also move that aerator and those fish into the tub over there while we're working. Another thing we do is we got a whole bunch of more of those tubs in the front yard. We're gonna place them out here and fill them with water over the next day. Tomorrow's the class, and by the end of the class, we wanna fill up the new pond and also have some nice clear water and be able to put the fish back into their new home. Stay tuned as we transform this area into a new water garden oasis.
Hello.
What's up there, guys?
Oh, you know, dropping off some pond stuff for this weekend's Build-a-Pond.
For your good old pops over here, huh?
Yeah, this one's really exciting. Close to home, literally and figuratively. Back in December, we had our holiday party, and normally we go out to this place local in Vernon Township. Real extravagant, multiple courses, and this year we really wanted to focus on Garden State Koi as a team and a community, so we dialed it back. And Tom Smith, who's so generous and so wonderful, he had a number of raffles, one of them being an 8x11 pond kit installed by our team. I saw that and instantly thought that'd be great for my dad. He's a Marine, you know, inspiration for life. He's everything I look up to. It's funny because this little pond that we put in the ground, we put it in right after COVID hit. COVID hit, everything shut down, I'm not doing anything. We put in this little pond, and the parents went to Garden State Koi to pick up some plants and some other things. Came home and they said, you should work there. And that was that. That's how I got the job. So it all started with this little DIY project. Here we are 3 years later, and we're getting a full-blown Aquascape pond installed by Garden State Koi. You can't beat that.
That's a great story. And it looks like the rest of the team showed up over here. Mr. Raffle, we got Baldo back there. We're getting ready to get started, so.
Removing the wildlife.
So we're gonna pull the liner out of here right now. Right over here, there's an electric line. They're gonna dig by hand. Saving some plants. Baldo's got the sawzall, and we can start cutting apart the deck area here. So we're gonna get rid of some of this raretie and actually bring the pond over a little bit. It'll be a great little sitting area, and there's gonna be a new deck going in here. So that'll look really cool as you walk up, kind of like a dock on a pond. It's gonna be pretty neat. So we found the old electric line. We knew it was here running from the house. We just wanna make sure it's disconnected. So we have no power, and then that way we can just remove that conduit and dig the pond any which way we want instead of working around that electric line. So what's up, everyone? It's day 2, the start of the Build-a-Pond. I got my buddy Brian behind me. He's gonna be a new CAC out of West Virginia. Have you signed up for the CAC program yet?
Yes.
When do you get your certification?
I gotta sell a pond, and I'm able to get my certification. Freeland's water features, ponds, and landscaping.
Awesome. Well, check Brian out. We're gonna have a heck of a class today. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tim. We're at the Build-a-Pond class. Just want to introduce a couple of people from Garden State Koi. We have Raffle, who's my teammate. We're out every day in the trenches doing this, larger scale projects. That is Luke. Anybody that's a contractor, that is one of the gentlemen you'll be dealing with, Mr. Ethan over there. And then we have his father, Patrick. All right, everybody, let's start the build. The pond almost done. We use this mini excavator to dig most of it out, but right now the guys are shaping the soil. They're making the walls nice and flat vertically, and they're making the shells nice and flat horizontally. So that's really important. Any of the extra soil that they're throwing down the bottom, I'm gonna scoop out with the excavator. That way they're not throwing it all over the place and getting tired. Once we're done with this, we should be able to put the underliner fabric in and the liner. But first, before that, we're gonna mount that skimmer in place. Make sure the skimmer is nice and level, and that way we have our water level set. So when we start building, we're ready to go. This one here levels perfect, front to back, side to side. When we go to do the biofall filter, that's gonna be level side to side, but slightly leaning forward, slight pitch. Same thing with a spillway, you can slightly lean it forward. There's multiple ways to do a spillway. That's what you'll have on a pondless. So right now we just gotta mess around, get this level. Once we get this level, someone will stand inside here and we'll backfill around that. Got the skimmer in the pond. I like to try to get that done a little earlier just because of the situation here. We had to do it a little bit later because once that skimmer's in, we have our overflow height set for the pond, and we also have our water level set, which keeps it easy for the rest of the jobs. We don't have to figure out where water level is, where the edge height is. So now the signature skimmer 1000 by Aquascape is in the pond, and we're ready to get the underliner and liner in here in a few minutes. We're gonna clean up the edges so nothing falls in as we're working. Then we can get all that other material in the hole, and we can start putting rock in the pond. Our goal is to be out of here by 2 o'clock today. You always hear me talk about in my videos, setting a goal in the morning is very important. If you have nothing to go to achieve to, you'll just sit there and work all day and never really have an endpoint. And today is 2 o'clock. We want to be out of here having fun and enjoying the rest of our holiday. We want to be out of here having fun, enjoying the rest of our weekend.
Every day is a holiday.
When you're setting rock, you want to make sure your rock is like different sizes coming in. You don't want the bottom to look like dotting the same size rock after rock. You know, you want something different size. The most important thing that they're stable. As we start building too, we'll be adding lights. It's a lot easier to put lights in as we're building. And you'll also see I backfill a lot with gravel, almost like you're building a regular retaining wall. Same thing when I'm doing the waterfall. I might not set this rock right against the wall, because if I do, and I gotta come straight up here, it's gonna be almost impossible. I might even have to cut some of this soil out and shelf back into the land because we wanna make sure everything's sturdy. This rock is not sturdy like this. I carried it in on rock pad. This is a heavy duty fabric, it's nice. Because if I wanna roll it, do it kind of gently, I can kind of maneuver it. So we're halfway through building the pond. We started putting the rock in the bottom, which is great because it's well before lunchtime. And our goal, remember, is 2 o'clock today. Once we get this bottom rock in, we can really concentrate on the upper shelf levels and their edges, which takes a lot of time. We always say that the final 10% of the project is the hardest, and that's to make everything look perfect, hiding those edges, making all the rock touch together. We have a lot of work cut out for us for the rest of the day, but with all the guys working hard like this and being involved, we should get it done. We have rain out to the west of us over in Wattitz, New Jersey, which is not far away. It's right over the mountainside, and it looks like it's coming down heavy over there. So we're kind of on a rush to get this done. I am sweating. Ralphie is busting his butt over here to get the skimmer area done, and I am trying to get the bioflow area done. We can fill the pond, clean it, and get out of here before the rain comes. That's our plan, but who knows? So the important part of the class is all done. The rocks are all in and we're ready to fill this. We're actually adding some water to make it all clear and clean. We'll pump out that dirty water down below and keep pumping clean water in from the tubs in the distance. Ethan is helping us out on that because we're busy cleaning up the site because we have crazy rain in the forecast and we're trying to finish this. And I got Scott here from Long Island. Scott, what do you think about a Build-a-Pond class at Garden State Koi?
I've watched the videos over the years, but there's nothing like, having your hands on it and doing it firsthand and being able to, do the rock placement, see the liner go in, the underlayment, the piping, the plumbing, the pumps, learning everything. So hopefully, in a couple weeks I'll be able to start my own and do it in my backyard.
Thank you for attending, and glad you had a lot of fun.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for all your hard work. So we just finished up the class and the pond is running, and I'm here with Patrick, and we just built him an 8x11 pond that his son won for him in a raffle. Patrick, what was your experience today at the Build-a-Pond class?
Oh, it was outstanding. It was amazing, the transformation that you did in a matter of hours. Full day, the class itself, you know, everybody threw in and participated, which is a good thing. But yeah, the end product, it's just great. He's an artist. We'll just leave it at that.
Thanks, buddy. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. It means a lot to me and my team. Thanks for watching.